bomb. Breaking news just dropped and it's already shaking up the Alabama Crimson football world. I'm talking about a decision nobody saw coming, a move that blindsided players, staff, and fans, and one that could completely change the outlook of our defense for next season. I'm talking about the departure of defensive lineman Jordan Renaud from the Alabama program. Yes, it just happened, and there's way more behind this story than just a simple thank you and good luck. Take a deep breath because this one is big and it's blowing up fast. And before we go any further, hit that like button. Breaking news this hot deserves that heavy support to help boost the channel, beat the algorithm, and keep the Crimson community connected and informed about everything happening inside this program. Now, straight to the point. Jordan Renaud, one of the most interesting and promising pieces on our defensive line, has officially entered the transfer portal. A guy who arrived with hype, size, explosiveness, and real projection to become a key name in our pass rush rotation. Since the beginning of this cycle, the expectation around him was growth and starring potential. We all know Saban always developed that position well, and Alabama's front seven has always been built on talent, aggression, and versatility. And that's exactly why his departure sets off alarm bells, no doubt about it. Renaud had been training hard this offseason, taking part in defensive adjustments, learning the new system, and trying to carve out more snaps in the rotation. And that's where the key detail comes in. The rep factor weighed a lot here. According to internal chatter and conversations floating around since late spring, he believed he would get more snaps this season, especially after some shifts in the defensive rotation. But the landscape changed, competition increased, and with the portal more aggressive than ever, everyone is chasing the spot where they can be a lead guy. The portal turned into an opportunity market, and players know it well. What's interesting is that the coaching staff actually valued Renaud. Nobody here can say he was going to be just another guy on the roster. But Alabama operates today with extreme depth, and especially on the DL, you've got new guys coming in, commits signing, veterans staying, hungry freshmen, and players who gained more spotlight than expected. That obviously changed the math. Renaud wanted to play now, prove himself now, and maybe in another program that path becomes more direct. Players today don't want to wait until year 3 to make an impact. College football is immediate now. Everything is for the present. But there's another detail nobody wants to talk about: NIL. Nobody will publicly admit it, but its obvious financial opportunities also weigh heavily in decisions like this. Alabama isn't weak in that market, but the portal today offers a lot of money, especially for explosive defensive players with multiple years of eligibility remaining. And Renaud checks that exact box. He gets interest, he gets offers, he gets pitches from coaches promising starting roles and attractive NIL projects. That's the new college football. If you don't understand that, you're already behind. Looking at Alabama now, the question becomes, so what's the real impact? First, there's depth. Nobody's going to panic over one departure because elite programs lose players and reload all the time. But you can't ignore the technical loss. Renaud had modern DL tools, heavy hands, lateral speed, and motor, and that matters in rotation. That type of player helps especially on third down packages, pressure looks, and stunt variations. Those are details that win big games, especially in SEC matchups. And that leads to the most concerning point: expectations for the season. Alabama is in the middle of a retooling phase, adjustments, and a new cycle of ideas. Preparation has been intense, the defense has a new philosophy, and the staff wants immediate performance. Losing a player with real potential impact obviously changes the equation. It's not the end of the world, not even close, but it's the type of move that makes the fan base raise a yellow flag and ask, why now? And that's a valid question because the timing is unusual. Personally, I don't think Alabama lost this situation. I think the program is adapted to the new college football, understands the portal, and knows how to reload. But I'm left with the feeling that Renaud could have flourished here, could have developed here, and could have been part of the defensive rebuild. But at the end of the day, players want to play. And players who don't play, leave. That's the modern reality of college football. There's no more wait your turn. Now it's play now or find somewhere that lets you play. So now I want to hear from you, fans. How do you read this departure? Do you think Renaud made the right decision? Do you think Alabama should have pushed harder to keep him? Or do you think it doesn't matter at all and the program stays strong and ready for next season? Drop your thoughts. I really want to know what you think because this story is still going to spark a lot of debate in the SEC and nationally.